Hello, this is Joe Pryor, the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma City, and I want to talk a bit about, the economy. I always try to do a little bit of update, but, I've been doing a lot of research lately just to kind of get a little bit of a pulse of what's going on here, and I try to update you in that respect. But, the diversified economy of Oklahoma City is something that's pretty darn fantastic. Now, as you all, I hope, know, Oklahoma is an energy producing state. We have a lot of oil and a lot of natural gas. And that's always been a big part of our income. And in Oklahoma City, where the employment comes is in the city itself, not out there where they're drilling, but in Oklahoma City with the executives. So you have, Devon, you have Chesapeake, you have other, large oil companies that are centered in Oklahoma City, and thank goodness for that because it creates high quality jobs. You also have Tinker Air Force Base, which is a very large base. It's the biggest, Air Force base in the United States. With the Utah base, it audits every foreign national Air Force that buys from us for parts. It also does all the repairs. And so, for instance, the KC-46 is coming in, 1,546 more private contractors coming in for that. The new stealth bomber is coming in. These are things that create a tremendous amount of jobs, and they're not airmen. They're actually working for companies. And to give you an example, Boeing has over 3,000 employees in Oklahoma City, and largely because of Tinker Air Force Base. Now, there's other scientists there that do work on climate change because readiness is very important to the Air Force. And so you have a lot of private contractors for that. You also have a lot of civil service, obviously, if you're auditing for national air forces. Now, the other thing that's interesting when it comes to aerospace, we have 291 total firms in the Oklahoma City area, not in Oklahoma, but in Oklahoma City, that works in aerospace. And so that also creates high quality jobs. The other thing that's unique about Oklahoma City is we have three major interstates that crisscross. Now you can obviously understand transportation, trucking, warehouse storage. When you're centrally located and you have three major, crisscrossing interstates, it's going to be a very, very strong area for transportation, and this brings in a tremendous amount of money. And then finally are the American Indian tribes. We have 39 tribal headquarters here. Many of them are combined Indian tribes coming together because you have more tribes here than that. They are major producers for the economy. In fact, if you put them all together, they're really, really strong in terms of employment. In fact, in the Oklahoma City area, we have, major casinos. In fact, we have a casino horse racing facility called Racino. And what they do is they generate a tremendous amount of income. They just put this huge First Americans Museum. It's the ultimate museum for the American Indians, as well as a $350 million hotel resort that's going next door. So they invest a lot, not just in terms of employment, but also in terms of putting money and capital into the Oklahoma City area. So they're extremely important. These are just some of the things that I wanted to feature today to talk about why people should invest in Oklahoma City, because, the rental rate is good, the affordability is extremely high, and the economy is diversified. There's no monsters. Yeah, we've got Amazon, we've got other people, but there's no monsters that all of a sudden say, I'm leaving for greener pastures. And that's been the advantage of Oklahoma City over other cities. We're also the third least expensive city for doing business, and that's very attractive to corporations. A lot going on here. Very proud of what the city has done. It makes it a great place to invest in real estate.